Hi friends, welcome back and thank you so much for taking some time off to watch this video. In today's video, I thought I would give you an update. It has been a few weeks ever since I did a refresh on my front patio and my backyard. So I thought I would take you along with me, show you how everything is looking like and how I keep the spaces clean for the summer season. So if you're interested in seeing that, then stick around. And here is a shot of my patio, what it's looking like right now, and it is looking quite decent because I have been sweeping it every week. I do have my water hose here for the plants. I need to water them on a daily basis or maybe every other day. But anyway, it is looking quite decent. There are just a few leaves here and there and some of the flowers that fall on the bench here, and because of the rain they stick to it. So I'm gonna be cleaning that. But first I'm gonna start with the leaves. I'm gonna be picking those up and saving them because I will be doing a fall DIY with them. So if you want to see that, make sure that you are subscribed to my channel and come back to see my fall videos. At least every other day I do check the florals to see if there are some dead flowers that need to be removed, or anytime that I go in and out to her house I check my plants. So that is one way that I keep everything nice and fresh. If this is your first visit to my happy home, welcome. Thank you so much for stopping by. I am so happy that you made it. I am your host Arelis, and here on this channel I like to share with you everything home decor related. I do a lot of clean and decorate with me videos. I love decorating my space for the different seasons, and I do occasional DIYs, and I do love thrifting, you guys. I'm obsessed with thrifting, so you will see me doing a lot of hauls and sometimes thrift store walkthroughs. So if you are interested in that type of content, then I would highly suggest you would consider hitting the subscribe button and become a resident of my happy home. You can also find me on Pinterest and on Instagram, so I would love it if you would join me there as well. Please enjoy the rest of this video. always water my plants at the root. That way the flowers will stay beautiful much longer and they will take up the water much better that way. So I highly suggest when you water your plants, do not water the flowers or the leaves, just water it at the root. As you can see, everything looks the same except for the abundantly blooming florals, you guys. I've been loving my color choice this year, the pinks and the red and a little bit of whites. And I do love these two-toned petunias. They are doing extremely well here on the wall, and I think because they are partly shade, they only get sun in the morning up till I think 11 o'clock in the morning, and they grown so big, as well as these begonias, you guys. But I do think I need to trim these down a little bit more so they can start blooming more abundantly. Oh my god, you guys, this canna lilies has grown so extremely big in this short amount of time. I absolutely love it. I love the large big leaves. And next we're stepping into my backyard. I've been loving this space for the summer. It looks so fresh and colorful. Now, if you know, I live in the Netherlands and we haven't been having a good summer so far this year. And in the south part of the Netherlands, the province of Limburg, there has been some heavy rain, you guys. They've been dealing with floods and it is really terrible. And first I want to thank everyone for checking up on me in your sweet comments, you guys. Thank you so much. Bless you from the bottom of my heart. I live here in the west part of the Netherlands, so we haven't been dealing with that kind of weather, but we have been having a lot of rain. So I do miss the sunshine for most of my annuals. They haven't been doing so extremely great as they would have done with the sun. Now, just a little side note here. The black discs that I made as a sun collector for my pool were a total bust. Maybe because we didn't have a lot of sun, so I will be trying that still next year. Or maybe later this summer when we have more sun, but I haven't been able to check to see if it actually works. We're gonna do a quick walkthrough so you can see what everything is looking like. This campanula, you guys, it got almost devoured by snails, but I got to save it in time using some olive oil, and I sprayed it all around the planter. And this plant, it used to bloom so abundantly every summer, but as you can see on the leaves, it has some disease. I'm not sure what, so I'm gonna clip it and it will come back, but not this year that full, but hopefully next year again. And myself, yeah, absolutely love this plant. It is so pretty when it's in full bloom, and it always blooms twice, so I'm gonna clip that as well. Now, thank everyone for all your suggestions on my lily buds, you guys. Thank you, because I got to enjoy them, so it really helped. I sprayed olive oil on them and pinched those pesky buds. So thanks again for all your suggestions. Guys, I'm sorry I didn't make a video of my pink rose bush in bloom, but it's already on its second time of blooming. As you can see, it has a lot of new buds coming, so I absolutely love that. And this particular petunia is a good example of lack of sun. It can do so much better than this. I still love how beautiful it is blooming, and it's always have flowers on it, but still if it had more sun, it would have bloomed more abundantly. And I also want to share with you this plant here. These are seeds that I planted years ago, and I love the 4-leaf clover shape of these leaves and the two tones and these pretty little pink flowers. I also have these gladioles here. I have a bunch of them, but you guys, I haven't been fortunate to see all of them in bloom. If I'm lucky, I get 2, maybe 3, but I've never had all of them blooming at once. Now, also what I want to show you is this space here. I'm so excited because I got some new plants that I'm going to be planting here, which I will show you in a minute. You remember my butterfly bush? It is coming along great. I need to put it up a little bit because it's hanging too much down, but I'm gonna be doing that later. And you remember in my previous video I cut the big part down, and look at how big it is already grown. And these are the plants that I got. These are called the cardinal's cap, and I absolutely love the colors of these. I love these white leaves, and the best part of it is it blooms from June to August with little small light yellow flowers, which will emerge in berries. You guys, I cannot wait to see that. And another thing that I like is that they retain their color in the winter. First things first, I'm gonna cut off all the flowers that are finished blooming, and I'm gonna do some pruning. Maybe you remember back in the springtime when I pruned my butterfly bush, I did mention that I was going to keep some of the branches, and here I am repurposing one of them to keep the branch or this bush up. So that's a great way to repurpose your pruned waste. I've had this locust tree for over, I think, 6 years now, and I first had it in a pot and then I replanted it here. And you guys, it has established itself so well. When I went to dig a hole for my new cardinal's cap, I kept on bumping onto roots of it, and those roots are so thick. So don't really mind, you can just snip those off, and if it's a well-established tree, it will survive that. But anyway, it was a bit of a hard time for me to plant these here. So these cardinal's cap came 6 in a pack, and I decided to do 2 sets of 2 here. And I just love that because together they look like a little bit more of a grown plant. But of course they're gonna have a lot of time to grow more and be bigger in this space. But again, I did plant 2 sets here, 2 sets of 2. And look at how pretty they look already. They already brighten up this space here. I do love the white leaves, you guys. So pretty. Now, these are the other two, and I have another destination for these. And yes, you guys, I have to clean this up, but I'm gonna do that later. So I'm gonna be planting these two here, right here. I kind of forgot that I had some tulip bulbs growing here, but that's okay. I found them here and I'm going to save them. After I'm done planting the two cardinals cap here, I will be replanting these tulip bulbs as well. One thing I want to mention in this video that I forgot to mention in my previous video, and one of my viewers were so kind to point it out. I do drill drainage holes in all of my containers because you do not want the roots to rot. So thank you again. I'm sorry I forgot your name, but anyway, thank you for pointing it out. So you guys, whenever you plant something, make sure that your planter has proper draining holes. I did get a lot of questions on my patio set. I absolutely love these chairs. I love that they are white, easy to maintain, easy to clean, and they are timeless looking. Now, this is the Cater in and out balcony set, or that's what it's called, the balcony set. And as you can see here on the right, they also had it in black, and you can also see a sofa here. So I was really on the hunt. I've been on the hunt for about 2 years to try to get this sofa, but unfortunately Cater doesn't make this line anymore, so I bumped out. And unfortunately, I have to disappoint you guys as well. So this set is no longer available. beginning of the summer, I had some campanulas growing in this planter, but unfortunately the snail discovered them and they completely devoured them. And my mom was kind enough to get me two of these canna lilies, a white one and a red one. And I do love the unique shape of this plant. And what I love about tiny little annuals, you guys, look at how big they get. You do not have to buy them big. If you buy them tiny, they will grow extremely. Now here's the rest of the yard. I did clip the flowers that were here, and this is what it looks like. Everything is looking nice and fresh again. Now, this is the first time ever that I got a million bells, and I absolutely love these. I got these on sale for 50 cents each. I got two of them and they bloom abundantly, as you can see. And the planter was a thrift find that I recently picked up as well. So I will make sure that next year I will buy these million bells also for my yard. Now my mom was also very kind to get me these rose bushes. I love these. I got a pink one and a white one, and as you can see they have some new sprigs and they are going to bloom again. That's what I love about roses. They bloom the entire summer through, you guys. So pretty. But after the season I will be repotting them in a larger planter. This is what I was talking about. We didn't get much sun so far, and some of my geraniums, they are not doing too well. This one is taking so long to bloom. It did give some flowers, but it wasn't so much, and as you can see it has some buds here. But in opposite to this one, I had like these other ones here that are so pretty, you guys. They've been blooming the entire summer so far. I'm not sure what it is that they are doing so well. The color is very vibrant and they are totally with bloom all the time. They keep producing these buds and I absolutely love these. I also remember when I was planting these tiny begonias, and look at how big they've become. So pretty. And you guys, last year I did some faux arrangements on my outdoor coffee tables, but I have to say I do prefer some fresh flowers. Look at how pretty this looks. And my little tiny impatiens, look at how big they've grown. They can use some water though. And you remember my tiny wine? I absolutely love how this bloomed. It produced like these tiny white flowers and it is now really growing very big. So I need to prune it as well. And look at this wild rose, so pretty, and there's plenty of buds still coming. That's what I love about my yard, you guys. It is all the time, always blooming. If something is done blooming, something else is starting to bloom, and so on and so forth. And this purple plant, this is also a salvia. I love how big this plant is. I've had it for many years and I do love this corner. It's kind of like my pink corner because I also have this hibiscus here that is now starting to bloom as well. There are a lot of buds that need to develop, but as you can see, it already started blooming. I have to admit, hydrangeas are one of my favorite perennials to keep, you guys. They are so easy to maintain. I've had this one for 2 years and I got it really small, and look at how big it already is. I absolutely love these because they bloom throughout the entire summer season. And underneath it I had this planter with a mixture of impatiens and some petunias, and I do love the color combination of this year, reds and pinks. I do love this flock. I got it from my mom a few years ago and I love the two-tone of it. And oh my god, this gladiole is so early and it is so pretty. I will get to that in a minute. But anyway, this flock, I love it. I love the two tones. And as you can see in the back, I have another hydrangea over there. And look at these, you guys, my gladioles. I have two of them already coming and going to bloom very soon. I do have a bunch here, you will see that later. Most of them are white and some of them are this orange peachy color. But anyway, I absolutely love how this area is looking. Now leave me a comment down below, what do you do with all your mums after the fall season? I cannot bring myself to throw them out because they still do well, so I try to plant them in my yard. And you guys, there is only so much space that I have. But anyway, I will keep them as much as possible. And here again is a shot of the other white hydrangea that I had. And what I love about this plant is it is so different each year. Last year it produced these large white flowers and it didn't have any leaves. And now it's full of leaves, but the flowers are just slightly smaller. And this is also an hibiscus. And this one is a purple one and it is full of buds, and it's usually this plant will bloom later on in the summer, but as you can see it has plenty of buds, so it will be blooming very abundantly this year as well. And after it has bloomed, I will be clipping it, I will be pruning it, so it will get fuller next year. New addition to my yard, just recently got these lavender bushes. I got a few, I will come to that later, but anyway, this is a gladiole. I'm not sure what happened here, so I'm going to clip this off. But as you can see in this space, I have a bunch of them growing and I cannot wait for them to start blooming because, as I mentioned, the back I have the white one, and here in the front they are predominantly peachy color. And this is the other lavender bush. I did mention I got 6 of them, so I put 2 of them here, and these are 2 together. As you can see, they were quite tiny, but look at how big they are already grown. I absolutely love these, and I bought them because I want to do something about the snails, you guys. I have a snail infestation in my yard. They cannot leave my yard alone and they eat up everything they come across. So I do hope that this lavender bush will do something about that. I also have one here. This one isn't going all that fast. It's not growing too fast because it is in a shady place here. Here I also have a hydrangea growing. This is a white one, and you guys, these white hydrangeas, they tend to be so much more delicate. You need to protect them from the sun. It isn't always possible for me, so that is why you see that some flower petals are turning brown. So you have to keep them shaded and give them a lot of water. Now while we're talking, look at what I found. Didn't I tell you about the infestation? You guys, look at this. Look at this. So I'm just taking this snail off and I'm going to put it somewhere else. Now, you know, they will find their way back into my yard, but again, I hope that my lavender bushes will do something about this problem. But for now, I'm going to put this somewhere at the border of my yard. There you go. So anyway, back to my plants. Here are some more mums from previous fall seasons. Each season I will get some new one for my front patio, but like I said, I cannot throw them out because they are still doing great. This tiny one was at the beginning of the spring on my front patio, and I thought it had died, but I planted it here, and as you can see, it has come back to life. So do not throw out your mums, or let me know in the comments below, what do you do with your mums after the fall season. Now I also wanted to show you my wheat growing. You remembered at the beginning of the season where I did my video, I told you these borders, I need to do them. I also have to clean this ventilation shaft. But again, I want to show you how far the weeding has gone already. Here, just a clip of my fence. That's a project for next year. All that green, I do have to repaint this fence, but again, that's a project for next year. But anyway, this is how the border is looking like. It is completely overgrown with weed, but I am not planning to clean this up as long as the pool is here. So that's going to be a project for next year. And again, here is a view of how everything is looking like. I am still so much in love with this space, all the colors that I'm seeing everything bloom and all the plants grow. You guys, I don't really consider myself having a green thumb. I do love working in my yard because I do love to see the result. But some plants, they just don't make it on my watch. But I absolutely love to see when they do, and it brings me just so much joy. And now it's time to make some homemade lemonade and a snack and enjoy the rest of the day. And we have already come to the end of this video. I hope that you have enjoyed this video. I showed you how I spruced up my space and how everything is looking like. So leave me a comment down below. Let me know how you spruce up your yard, how you maintain it to keep it fresh for the entire summer season. So for now, I want to thank you all so much for watching, and I hope to see you again in my next one really soon. Until then, always remember to live, laugh and love. Bye!